Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am Kimmi, and I'm here with Alexis. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey everyone, it's Alexis, a Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. How are you all doing this evening?
Welcome. And for those of you who do not know, hey, Treats and Design. I am also part of Notary Educators. Alexis has her own mobile notary business. Angela is also one of our trainers. We all independently have our own notary businesses, and we also train together. We train notaries in all 50 states. So if you are looking for simple, clear notary training, it would be our pleasure to assist you on your journey. We do have self-paced courses also. There's no need to test out. It doesn't take you 10 years to learn it. We get you what you need to get you going. I'm going to say hey to a couple more people. Hey, Ms. Loida. Hi, Tanya. Hello. I do have to sneeze. I'm going to mute. Okay, it didn't come. Of course not. I felt a tickle in my nose. Sorry, guys. Alexis, can you just check Facebook and we'll see if anyone's over there too? We'll just say hey.
Yeah.
So tonight's topic, and I want to say hi to everyone who's joining us. Hi, Lindia. Hi to everyone that's joining us and those that will be on the replay. Tonight's topic is, should you charge a deposit for your notary services? Alto V's, hello. What do you guys think? Should you charge a deposit? So let's talk about it a little bit, and then you can tell me what you think, okay? Hi, Tiara. Welcome. Danielle Starr is in the house. So let's talk about it. Should I charge a deposit for notary services? So I get this question quite a bit. So I'm going to talk about a couple things. We'll talk it out with Alexis, and then Angela may join us. I'm not sure, but we'll see what you guys think, okay? Hi, Miriam. Welcome. I know, right? This is a great topic. So let's get into it. So why would you want to charge a deposit in the first place? Why? Because people will book an appointment with you. You put, say 2 p.m. on your books. You've blocked off that set of time. They've told you where they lived at. It's going to take you a half hour to get there, half hour back. So you blocked off at least an hour, hour and a half, total processing time. And then they call and cancel. So that's one scenario. Number 2 might be they're price shopping. Okay, go ahead and put me down for 3 p.m. But while they're telling you that, they're also calling Alexis and Angela trying to price shop around town and see who's the cheapest, right? So we having real scenarios today because this has happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to everyone. Has it happened to you before, Alexis?
Oh, yeah, plenty of times.
A lot?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to come back to that. So also they may just end up canceling for whatever reason. They realize, oh, my documents, I don't have everything I need, or, it could be any number of reasons why they end up canceling. So tonight we're talking about general notary work, just when the public calls you. I think another topic, this could be the same topic for another evening with loan signing services, because it does happen when they cancel. But tonight we're going to focus on general notary work. So do I make my clients pay a deposit? The answer would be no, I do not. Do you, Alexis?
Generally speaking, no, I do not.
So there are a couple occasions when I may ask somebody for a deposit. If I am traveling further than my normal distance. So in my area, I normally go within a 30-mile radius, any direction. East, south, north, west, east, north, south, west, whatever. I usually go within a 30-mile radius. Anything over that, then I'm probably going to ask for a deposit. because there have been times, and you've heard me mention this in some of my videos, especially if you're traveling to hospitals or jail or nursing home, where people have to cancel for any number of reasons. As we already mentioned, they may not have their documents together. They may realize that the inmate at a jail cannot be released or, come out and sign. It could be any number of reasons. I've had people call and say, oh, I can't find my ID. And I'm halfway there, and now you can't find your ID. Or, oh, you could just cancel. I found somebody cheaper. So all those different things that we already talked about. So like I said, normally I don't, but if I'm going into a further range than I normally travel, if I'm traveling, I will ask for a deposit. And then also, again, depending on the location. So the distance, and then what is the location. If it's a jail, I already know it's a 50-50 chance it might happen. So I want them to pay me at least my travel up front. I don't ask the whole amount. But so say if my feet are going to, sorry, guys, my throat. Say if my my fee for going to the jail is $150, then I'm probably going to require at least a $50 to $75 deposit to cover my travel and my time there. And that let them know that's non-refundable. Now, if you need me to come back, we can work something out. That's even a good topic. We might add that quickly or for another day. Do you charge when you have to go back out? But Alexis, so what's your thoughts on a deposit?
Same method as you, basically. It depends on the whole scope of what's going on. So if I'm going outside my normal time frame, like let's say it's late at night or something like that, definitely maybe a deposit might be involved. If it,
well, that's a good one. I forgot about that. If it's late at night, that's a good one.
Like you said, if you're going far away, if they sound iffy and it's going to take me away from my home maybe, and they didn't sound too sure, and I majority work around my little radius I have around my house. So if you're taking me far away, I probably would ask for a deposit depending on how big of a situation it is or how many miles probably. But usually that's the only time. If it's something that's just out of the norm and it's going to take me away, it's a high it's a high chance that you canceling possibly, and it's going to take me away from other things I have to do or I could be doing if somebody else calls my phone. Yeah.
And I like that other point you mentioned too. You can almost hear it in their voice. If they're too iffy, when they start doing all that, that's another indicator. Okay, let me get a deposit before you block.
That's how much it costs?
Yeah, or that's how much it costs. Oh, so all of that's so funny. So you start hearing those kind of things, guys, that might let you know, hey, I need to get a deposit because this person just might not come through. And now you done blocked off your whole day and messed up your money. So what do you guys think? Should you take a deposit? Do you ask for a deposit? Let's drop it in the chat for me right quick. I'm just curious, what do you all do? Do you take a deposit? Do you ask for one? And what do you think the minimum should be? I've heard people say $15 to reserve a spot or $25 to get on my calendar. So what's your thoughts? And another reason why I don't like taking money up front, I'm going to be real with you, is I don't like refunding. And I might get there for whatever reason and decide I'm not going to do that. So I don't want to have to go through this whole thing and trying to refund money, because sometimes you get to the assignment and for whatever reason you can't notarize it. Maybe they don't have the proper ID. Maybe they needed a witness. I mean, it could be any number of reasons. And for me, it's a service. Customer service. What's the word I'm looking for? Quality assurance thing. I don't want people thinking I'm trying to just take their money again for whatever reason, if I can't do it, and if I have to go back. So we got a couple people on Facebook. Let's see. They're saying they never charge. Who is that?
That's Annie Miss Shakia.
Hey.
Shantina Carly said hello. Hello, ladies.
Yes. Hi, Carlos and Shantina. And Annie said she never charges. Yeah. So I don't either. Like I said, it's a personal thing. It's your business. You get to run it how you want to. But just from a customer service standpoint, I don't even prepay a lot of stuff myself. If somebody want me to prepay something, I'm thinking, why I gotta prepay it?
And I look at it kind of like this too. It's kind of like, you know, majority of the times it's wins for us because people are only reaching out if they need you. It's not too many times I'm having people who, you know, are going to kind of run off on me or mess up my time. Sometimes, a lot of the time it's just time sometimes for me personally. Like I'm waiting, or I push this other client back, or I'm waiting, I have to go handle business and I'm waiting on you. You know what I mean? That's just, sometimes it's more of a time factor for me. So, I mean, it's very far and few between that happens, that it has happened to me. So, I mean, it's kind of in my head, it's like kind of like losses in the business. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to have each one to win. It's like you go to a restaurant. Some people like your food, some people don't. But when you got good food, it's not going to be too many bad reviews.
Right. I got you. I feel the same way too. So that's why overall my answer is going to be a negative. I don't ask for money up front.
Yeah.
I'll call it. But what I will do, just a little side tip or pro tip here, is I will record it in my journal if I actually drove somewhere and the signing did not happen, because that can still count that mileage. Now, I'm not a tax attorney, tax accountant, or anything like that, but I still count my mileage because I'm working. I went there, they canceled on me, so I still need to be compensated some kind of way. So that's just a little pro tip. Again, check with your accountant.
Yeah.
Let's see what Facebook is saying. So L2V says, I don't ask for a deposit. People will cancel, and I don't want people thinking I'm just all about the money. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I do. Who's that on Facebook, Alexis? Can you see it?
That's Shantina again. She says, I basically tell them if I don't have a confirmation an hour before appointment time, the appointment is automatically canceled.
Oh, I like that too, because I hate people rolling up late. So we have an appointment at 3. They figure they're coming to my home so they can roll up at 4 o'clock. No, if your appointment was at 3 o'clock, you need to be here at 3 o'clock. So I don't play about my time. That's one thing. The more and more I do this business, I've become a real stickler about that. And around that, I might give you a 2-minute, like somebody's supposed to come today at 2 o'clock. So at 1:59, they were not here. So Jeff was like, well, it's not even 2 o'clock. No, but if you wherever you're going to be at, you need to be 5 minutes early. And in my book, you was late. She was late. So she came around the corner. She actually went to the wrong house because GPS takes people to the wrong house. And GPS will take them to the corner house. And I'm actually a few houses down. So I saw her and I called her. I said, are you actually at such and such? She was like, yeah, I was just getting ready to look for you. She was like 2:02. So I don't play though about my time because I'm like, we got other stuff to do. I mean, I'm not just sitting here waiting to stamp that one paper. I have a whole life. I have other appointments. And it feels like the person is saying your time doesn't matter to me. And that's what the irritation is for myself. What's next? We have Loida says she's going to start charging, I think. I think that's what Loida's saying. I'm coming to start charging. And Carlos says, I haven't before, but I will start, especially after my last failed assignment. My time is valuable. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It really is, guys. And you don't get that time back. And you probably cost yourself other appointments, because you can only be at one place at one time. So if I'm telling you I'm going to be there at 3, or you're telling me you're going to be here at 3, you're either a no-show, no-go, or don't come up till 4. I mean, you've cost me time. Right. And then Emma G says, hi, Kimmi. I work in billing at a chiropractor office, and my boss is willing to pay for me to be a notary to help with my position. But I want to learn the depth of it to make extra money. Can you help? If you want to do it at your job, we have a whole video that we did about that. I just don't remember the title of it. You remember we did that video, Alexis?
Yeah, I do.
Or it might have just been a question.
Yeah.
Was it a question or a whole video? We got to talk about it right quick because I don't remember. I don't know if it was a whole video.
Notary. Maybe type in work notary.
Yeah, put in work notary, Emma. But we did a whole video on that. But we'll talk about it right quick. So go ahead, guys, and start putting your questions in the chat because we definitely want to answer some questions for you while we're here. We'll probably hang out till about 8. 8 o'clock. So go ahead. Don't be shy because we will be wrapping up at 8. Okay. But Emma said, so back to Emma's question about helping out at work. So if you want to start it at work, you can go ahead. Now, this is the thing about work, Emma, and we talked about this that night. If you get that started and your boss is constantly asking you to notarize for free, not adding in additional pay, if you get it started, just know that that's going to be what he expects. Just like we talked about that night. If you dating somebody and you start cooking all these 5-course meals, and he's going to expect that every week, every night, so just be cautious if you start that. As far as learning the job, you do need to know what you're doing even before you start what we call a work notary. Even before you start stamping at work, you should know what you're doing. So as far as learning for extra money, I think you need to know before you even start stamping at work, because they'll ask you to be a notary, but you don't know what you're stamping. They usually will accept some liability, but at the end of the day, that's your commission on the line. Okay. Before we answer the rest of these questions, I'm going to give you a couple of announcements. We are so excited to announce we have a live free Facebook notary meetup happening Sunday, February 5th. You can sign up at notaryeducatorsllc.com. That's going to be at 6 p.m. completely free. Alexis, you want to tell the people about the March event?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. All right, guys. So finally, you all have been asking for it, and we are having another in-person event. It's going to be here in Georgia. It's going to be me, Kimmi, and Angela, and we are about to get in depth on everything notary, okay? Notarize like a pro in person. If you read over the Notarize like a pro courses, then you already know a little bit what to expect, but this time it'll be with us in person in the flesh. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have different topics we're going to discuss, and we're going to have refreshments. We're going to be there a good amount of time, so get ready. You're going to learn everything, the basics, okay? And with us starting our business and talking about all these different avenues and all these different things, a lot of people don't even have the basics down. So we wanted to kind of get to the basics a little bit, and that's this. We're going to do it in March. What's the date? The exact date?
March 4th. Aspen is saying, come to the party, people.
Yes.
So it's going to be March 4th,
Saturday.
which is a Saturday. Yep, which is a Saturday, March 4th, here outside of Atlanta, 9:30 to 2:30. You will receive breakfast and lunch, and we're going to do the whole Notarize Like a Pro course live. So that means learning how to notarize, learning how to price, learning how to accept business, how to accept payments, how to basically start that business off the ground. And again, it's 9:30 to 2:30 on a Saturday, March 4th. So check that out also at Notary Educators. Feel free to come from all states. All states are invited, because all of your documents do not just come from your state. The way we teach at Notary Educators is you can stamp even a piece of toilet paper, okay, by the time we finish. I always say that. And then also just a couple more announcements. All courses are 50% off the self-paced. You can use coupon code LevelUp23. That's still going to be a kickoff from, we're still using that coupon code from the other day we did Lori's event. And then the books for all states are available no matter what state you're in, Alaska, Alabama, Michigan. We have a notary book for your state, and that will help you to start your notary business. If you're just learning, if you already have a business and it's not thriving, you may need to look at the book to find out what you can do to grow your business, okay? So everything is over at notaryeducatorsllc.com, and we have a special guest tonight, Aspen. Hi, Aspen. All right, so let's get back to the questions. All right, let's see. So let's go back to Jennifer. Jennifer says, hi, Kimmi. When people come to your home, do you let them in your home or just in the garage? Yeah, I pop my garage door open. I do it right at the garage. You can do it at the curb. I have actually started doing that, actually. It's not nothing new. I've done a couple, depending on if they can walk down my little hill. I have a little hill, so if they can't walk it, I'll actually go up to the corner of the driveway and do it. And they stay right in the car, drive-by notary service, right? But as long as the person is appearing before you, so that counts. But I'm in the car, I'm looking to make sure that's mom or grandma. Usually it's an elderly person that can't walk down my hill. So I'll walk up it with my clipboard and my book and journal and everything, and we do it right at the curb. So yeah, but I don't normally let people come into my home. I did let somebody come in this past weekend because it was so cold and they had a fingerprinting job. I mean, it was really cold. So I did let her come in, and I'm going to tell y'all what she did, girl. I hate you even ask me because I wasn't going to even talk about this. And I usually do not let people in, but I got a new couch about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. It's just a little pull-out bed. And anyway, she did a fingerprint job. After she did the fingerprint job, did she not? I gave her a wipe. Yes, she did try to put her hand on my couch and put the wipe on the couch. I said, can you get that off my couch? Before I knew it, I said it just like that. I said, I had an out-of-body experience, but I just got it. I haven't even sat on the thing myself, really, you know? And she put that wipe on my couch and with her fingers, and I should have thought to cover. She was a young person. Clearly, you know, it wasn't her. She didn't care. But I was just like, can you get that off my couch? And Jeff looked. I did too, because I was like, oh, where'd that come from? But I'm like, I just got this couch and you put your fingerprints on it. So anyway, yeah, to answer your question, I let people come to the garage or I walk up the hill and meet them. Hi, is it Dinah or Dina? But welcome, Dinah. So I hope that helps, Jennifer. And again, I don't recommend everybody let people come to your home. If you don't feel safe, you know, don't do it. And another thing, my neighbors are always around. They work from home. So somebody's always out. The male person is always in the neighborhood. So if you don't feel safe, though, I do not recommend that. Okay. Not for any reason. It's not worth it. Go meet them at McDonald's, or I have a Dollar General that's really close to me too. So I have Dollar General's address in my phone and I will use that. If I don't feel comfortable, I'll be like, oh, I can meet you at my what I call it, my virtual office.
Yeah,
at Dollar General. Or I'll just say, hey, can we meet at Dollar General? Hey, can we meet at Walmart? Can we meet inside Burger King? I've met people inside Burger King. I've met people inside Panera. Anywhere that is public and open. Gas stations. I'm quick to pull up at a gas station and pop my hatch and, you know, do the notary. Because most notarizations for general notary don't take but 10 minutes. And that's with chit chat. Mm-hmm. That's because you don't want to just take their money. So excuse me. Yeah, that's with a little chit chat. So if you have not checked out the specialty general notary course, you might want to check that out. Or I wrote that in a book also. Specialty general notary book. So you have a choice if you prefer, like you and I talking it out, that's the course, or if you prefer reading it, I put it in the book. So that'll help you with specialty general notary to become an expert. Okay. Carlos is saying hello, cutie. I'm sure she's talking to Aspen. Dinah says, I don't at all. Yeah, you don't have to let people come to your home. That's not a requirement for this job. And I actually didn't let people come to my home. How that started is the person that told me about the business. She allowed people to come to her home. And when she first was telling me that, at that time, my mom was here and me, her, and Jeff were all like, oh, no. And then one day she and I talked again and she said, well, Kim, most people don't even know what a notary is until they need one. So the average person ain't looking to, you know, do us harm. They're calling because they actually need something. So, but again, I don't recommend it. I would say meet them outside, meet them at McDonald's, wherever you want to meet. But, you know, some people are really sticklers about my home is, you know, separate from everything. You ever thought about that, Alexis?
No, it's just kind of thought that you just said, like how the lady explained it to you. Me doing it for so long now, I feel the exact same way. Like, people don't call you unless they need you. And majority of the people I have encountered, they kind of are one and done. So they have to get this document notarized, and then it's something that they have to do in a moment, and then you're not even a thought in their mind after that.
Yeah, they're not even thinking about you.
Yeah. And just
It's like they forget. Guys, if you hit the like button for me, I really appreciate it. Let's see what else we have here. We have Miss Ruth. She says, hi. Did I skip anybody? I don't think so. Ruth says, hi, Ruth. She says, I hope that helps everybody. Hi, has any client said to are really capable to this document? I know I'm reading exactly how you have it. Hi, has any client said, are you really capable? I have an office and people have said that to me after they said, you look too young. Oh, maybe are you capable of doing it? I had a lady ask me today. It was so funny because she went to her bank. She had a deed and the bank said, no way. They did her affidavits in the package, but they wouldn't do the deed. Then she took it to some another store, UPS, FedEx, whatever. They would not do the deed, right? So when she calls me, she says, so how long have you been a notary? People ask that question. It's so funny because I guess they're wondering, well, what makes it so special where you can do it, but everybody else can't do it? Well, one, I've been properly trained. So I know how to do everything. If I don't know, I'm going to find out. Not everything, y'all. Okay. But if I don't know, I'm going to Google it. I've told you guys that plenty of times. I've had people ask me to do something. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm tapping on the computer, Googling it. So anyway, she asked me today, though. She's like, how long you been a notary? So, people will ask you that, especially if you're younger. And again, certain documents, because like I said, she was wondering why I could do it and no one else could do it. What makes me so special? So, yeah, you will get that. And especially if you have a younger looking face or whatever. But you own the room when you walk in there. You are the expert. I don't care if you're 18, 19, whatever, because some states you can be 18. So a couple of states you have to be 19. The age requirement is different, but I don't care how old you are. Even if you're older, people may try to look down on you. Your age, command and own the room when you walk in there. You are the expert. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for your business. Be very professional. It's been my pleasure to serve you, Mrs. Smith, or whatever. When you walk in there, you got any comments on that, Alexis, by you being of the younger generation?
I've never had someone ask me anything like that, only because when we're on the phone, that initial conversation, all of my questions and everything, it already comes off like, okay, you've done this before. I've never.
That's so funny.
Ask. If anything, I'm telling them something like, oh, this is the reason why your bank won't do it, or whatever little tidbit I'm telling them. So
I love it. I love it. So you said they can already tell you the expert.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, don't let no one look down on your age, be it if you're older, younger, whatever. I had a little call with someone yesterday, and the question was, do you think I'm too old for this? No. As long as you wake up every day, you have breath in your body. Now, we might have a few limitations as you become, older. You might have a few limitations. Maybe walking up a hill. It depends. Cause like if I get to someone's home and they have too many steps and it goes like straight up like a mountain, I may not walk up those steps. I'm like, hey, could you meet me down at the curb? I mean, why am I going to risk breaking my neck to go up there and stamp that paper? You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're young or whatever. I've had that happen before. Somebody, like I said, the driveway or something is too steep. I may not want to go in their driveway. I had one man, it was so funny. He was like, it went up a hill and then it leveled off. So he said, he kept telling me, like flagging me, come on. And I was like, no. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and it did level off. It wasn't as bad as I thought. But for any reason, if you don't feel comfortable driving your vehicle in someone's driveway, if you don't feel comfortable walking up their steps, make them come down to you, ask them, hey, can you meet me down here at the curb? I see your drive is kind of high. I see you got quite a few steps there. And I had that happen too. I went to a house, there was a whole bunch of steps. That day I figured, okay, let me get my workout on. And she jokes about it when I got in the house. Ha, 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 you see, I got all these steps. You knew that. You could have come down and meet me. You know what I'm saying? Come out the driveway or whatever. So anyway, that's another story. I hope that helps. Facebook. Somebody says, I had a client who just shows up at my house without calling. So that will happen too. Let's see who that is right quick.
I was gonna say my phone doesn't go back that far for some reason. I'm on Tina.
Say that again, Alexis.
My Facebook, it won't go back that far for some reason. It just, I don't know what happened.
Oh, I can see that one. That's Shatina.
Okay.
Shatina. She said she had a client to show up at her house. So yeah, that will happen because we are public servants. If your address is on your Google page, people will find you. So, I mean, your address is listed out there and you may be able to block it some kind of way. I don't know how, but we are, again, public servants. So people can, do their deep dive in Google and find you, for some reason. But I've had a couple people show up unannounced. I know one day we were sitting on the porch, me and my mom, and the guy says, hey, and he was just driving back and forth. He did it like 2 times. I said, what is he doing? At that time, she and I used to say we were neighborhood watch. So he says, hey, I'm looking for the notary. I was like, thinking to myself, we had no appointment. I'm looking for the notary. Yeah, he said, I'm looking for the notary. I said, oh, okay. So we did, I let him pull in or whatever. And my mom was sitting on the porch with me. So it does happen. It's very rare, but it does happen. And if they come unannounced and you have a Ring doorbell or something, just let them know, hey, we have to make an appointment. You don't have to open your door because they show up. Mm-hmm. Let them know I work by appointment only, because I have that on every single thing I ever advertise, by appointment only. But people still will just show up. It's very rare, but it does happen. Trinata says, I have been commissioned since 2021, but due to my mom being sick and running to appointments, I have not started accepting work yet. I've been building my website and taking training. Hey, Trinata, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Yeah, you just pace yourself, hon. You can only do what you can do. Just don't keep taking training. Don't keep spending money, though. At a certain point, if you can't do the business right now, just put it on pause. But after you get a certain amount of training, you probably need to start trying to execute. Okay. And what does that look like since your mom is ill? Maybe it's the weekends. It's if somebody else is watching her, you might be able to kind of sneak out and do an appointment or something like that if you want to just get started. But don't spend a whole lot of money and you can't execute right now because you won't remember it. So kind of just maybe put things on hold until you're in a different space. And we do wish you and your mom the best, okay? The coupon code is good. It's not going to change. We've been using the same one for a minute, Emma. Yeah. Hey, Denise. Yep, so feel free. We got the one about showed up at my house. And then somebody else on Facebook says, Johnny Perry. Hi, Kimmi. What do you use as a table or writing surface in the back of your SUV? So in mine, I actually have a hard surface. It just worked out that way. I didn't buy it on purpose. I actually have a hard surface. So I just pop my top or pop the back and I have a hard surface. Now, Jeffrey has a car. I mean, an SUV too, but he doesn't have that hard surface. And Angela has a car. Alexis, do you have the table that they have?
No, I have something hard in the back that I can write on. It's flat.
Is it like a table though?
It's not a table. It's literally flat on the.
Just a hard surface.
Hard surface.
So check out my supply list over at Notary Educators LLC, because Angela and Jeffrey, they use an actual little table. It's a little cute flippable table, and it's like a really light metal, and it's the cutest thing. And you just pop it up. And that's what they use. And people go crazy when they see that. They like, man, you organized. So I think it's like $25. So check it out on my Amazon list over at Notary Educators LLC. Click under Notary Supplies and you'll see it. And that's where you can find the books and everything else too, okay? And the coupon code again is Level Up 2023. And you'll see it at the website too. Level Up 2023. It's off all the self-paced courses. We're going to get ready to wrap it up. Okay, you see it in the ticker. And let's get Daryl. Say, hey, Daryl from Hawaii. Nice to see you here. Trinata and everybody that joined us and those that will watch the replay. Alexis, anything else you wanted to add before we head out?
Yeah, I was gonna say with the in-person meetup class, I did mention we're gonna be talking about loan signing a little bit and talking to you about Google My Business and marketing tips as well. So you're gonna get a whole lot in that in-person meetup. Get ready, we're ready. We're so excited.
We are excited. So we'll talk about it again probably, what's today? Tuesday, maybe before we might all be able to get back on together on Friday or so when Angela's available. She had an appointment this evening. Had an appointment. So guys, on behalf of Notary Educators, and I'll let Alexa say her own goodbye. I am Kimmi. As always, it's my pleasure. Hopefully you can learn a little something here, grow your business, and just have fun out there. We laugh a little bit, but you know, sometimes stuff is serious, but it's all good. We laugh. And whenever something happened in my notary business, I'm like, that's okay. Give me something to talk about on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Alexis, you want to say goodnight?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say I see a bunch of new names. So hello to everyone. Yeah, we'll be back soon. And I hope you all have a good evening.
All right. Good night, Aspen. Good night, Alexis. Good night, everybody. We'll see you guys in the week. Bye. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.